Hello and welcome to a segment we're calling These Guys Are Nuts. I'm your host, Mr. Fritchie, and today we have two guests who are going to be eating 6 peanuts with an increasing amount of spicy seasoning on them, while being asked to answer a number of questions. Let's take a moment to introduce our victims. Guests, our guests. First, we have the head pastor here at Immanuel, the Heat Master, Pastor Chad Foster. Woo. And on the other side of the table, we have our associate pastor and soon-to-be emergency room attendee, Pastor Doug Bender.
I brought my insurance card.
Thankfully, he's married to a nurse. Gentlemen, here are the rules. You may not eat or drink anything during the challenge. You must chew the provided nut for no less than 10 seconds. Then, you have to answer questions or complete a task before you can move on. Good luck to you, gentlemen, and let's begin. Our first nut is a Sriracha and Ranch nut with a possible Scoville rating between 1,000 to 3,000 Scoville units. By comparison, jalapeno is anywhere between 2,500 and 8,000 Scoville.
Okay.
Lahaim.
Mazel tov.
Bottoms up.
Okay. So, your first challenge is to answer the following trivia questions. You ready, gentlemen?
Yeah.
All right. Question 1. What is the most used spice in the world?
Ooh, salt.
Yes.
That is correct. Salt. I was going to say 1 point for Pastor Chad. All right. Question 2. What is the only planet in our solar system that rotates clockwise?
Oh man, I used to never done that a long time ago. Venus.
Mercury.
Venus is correct. 2 points to Pastor Chad. Question number 3. What is the name of the smallest country in the world?
Monaco.
Nehru.
I'm sorry, the correct answer is Vatican City.
Oh, yeah.
Vatican City.
And the news even.
That's true. All right, moving on. Question number 4. What is the only mammal that can fly? The only mammal
Platypus.
that can fly.
Flying squirrel.
No, I'm sorry. The correct answer is bats. Bats. That's okay. How you feeling?
It's fine.
I'm all right.
No problem so far?
Yeah.
All right.
Sriracha.
That trivia hurt more than the peanut.
All right, fair enough.
Sriracha is for the
We'll find out. Moving on. Our second nut is a Cajun spice nut with a possible rating of 10,000 to 20,000 Scoville units. Gentlemen, have at it.
Cajun.
Oh.
That's got a good flavor on that. I like the flavor.
All right. So for the next challenge, we'll take turns having a spelling bee.
Oh boy.
All right. Are you ready?
I use word spell check, so
Oh, this is good. All right. Pastor Chad, your word is genius. Genius.
Genius.
That is correct. Well, another point for Pastor Chad.
That was a trick question.
How many points yet?
Not yet, but you're going to get one right here,
All right.
Pastor Doug. Pastor Doug, please spell jovial.
Jovial. Jovial. Jovial.
That is correct, and you're on the board, Pastor Doug. Won't be a clean sweep today. All right. In case you didn't get the common link between the words, they're both words used to describe me. All right, Pastor Chad, your word is weather, as in, I don't know whether the weather will be good this weekend. Weather.
WHETHER. Weather.
That is correct. All right, Pastor Doug, your word is two, as in the two students were too tired to go to the store.
Oh my goodness. TWOTOO TO. TO.
That is correct. All right.
No more spelling words.
We're done. We're done spelling. We're done spelling. All right. Our third nut is Taki nuts with a possible rating of 20,000 to 40,000 Scoville units. Have at it, gentlemen. I bet Pastor Nikolai's happy where he's at right now.
Not a fan of the flavor, though.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Not a Taki kind of guy, huh? Fair.
That's okay spice-wise. But
All right, let's move to.
human overtones.
That's right.
All right, let's move to some.
Underbite.
Let's move to some pictures, and you try to tell me what you think the picture is.
Okay.
All right, you ready? Here's the first one.
Is it like an egg yolk on a piece of wood?
Nope, sorry, that's a pencil.
Oh man.
Can you see it now?
Yeah, I can see it
See it now?
now.
Okay.
I can see it now.
Pencil. All right, moving on.
Blurry.
All right, how about this one?
Paintbrush?
Toothbrush. 'Cause it's the blue.
Toothbrush. It is a toothbrush.
I wouldn't have got any kind of brush other than depth.
Brush.
That's a happy
Brush
hand.
there. All right, last one. I'm just going to show you, and then I'm going to lay it on the table so you can see better.
I'm gonna say it like a string to a button.
String to button. Okay.
I don't know. Some kind of hair tie.
No, I'm sorry. That's a tea bag. That's what that is. It's a tea
Oh.
bag. All right, moving on.
Now this is the one I don't have to try.
All right. So, all right, here's where things get much, much hotter. The next three nuts come from the Blazing Foods Company and are part of the Death Nut Challenge. This first nut has a combination of daddle peppers and West Indies Scotch bonnets, which puts these first nuts around 100,000 to 400,000 Scoville units. So about 100 times hotter than the last nut they just had.
Yep.
All right, gentlemen. Good luck and God go with you. Well, I mean, your pastors, obviously. I definitely feel like I'm going to ask for forgiveness after this.
There it is. It just hit. Didn't hit until right before 8.
Oh wow.
It's not the spice, but my nostrils feel like they're this big, like each one.
It's
Like I can smell
like a mushroom
I can
cloud
smell
in my mouth. It's like I kept it on the right side of my tongue, and it feels like it's just on fire. And the left side doesn't feel like it's there.
My tongue is. I kept it on one side, and my tongue that is numb.
Oh.
It's getting intense though.
Here's what I need you to do. All right. I think I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you to say the phrase 3 times. Okay. So recite the following 3
It's
times.
red. This side is.
It's definitely true.
Does it look different?
Now your neck though is getting really red.
No.
You're not going to punch me, are you?
Nope.
All right, just checking. All right, so repeat the following phrase 3 times in a row. Brian's brother bought bad brains.
Brian's brother brought Brad brains.
That's close.
Brian's brother bought bad brains. Brian's brother bought bad brains.
I did.
No, that's 2. Can you do it a little faster? Is that possible?
Brian's brothers bought bad brains.
Okay. All right. Fair.
Okay.
All right.
It's getting.
All right. Bring on the next one.
nut,
Nope.
please.
All right.
I don't know, man. I'm serious. I don't know. That's a big nut. Can they be small?
Can we have a knife to cut corner these nuts, please?
How much for just half a nut?
All right. The next nut of ghost peppers and 7-pot brain strain, which puts these nuts around 800,000 and 1.4 million
8 times hotter.
Scoville units. All right, so it definitely intensifies. All right, gentlemen, good luck.
I don't know. Did it go on the same side or flip sides? What are you doing?
I have a root canal on this side. I gotta go this side.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going same side.
Do you feel it right away, or
Nope,
is this
no,
a
not at
gentle
all.
kind of creep up on you now?
Not at all yet.
So I'm going to ask you some questions, and I want you both to answer them. So you just take your time here. If you were going to be a superhero, what would be your hero name? What would be your superhero name? Is your eye twitching? Are you okay?
The Incredible Smile.
What would be your power?
Ooh. Just like I would just blast like positivity. Like they would have no choice but to be happy.
Okay, and where would you fight evil?
I would fight evil in
breaking up there.
where are people really in the DMV. I would fight. I would fight every grumpy person in the DMV with extreme positivity.
That would be the Department of Motor Vehicles for those of you at home. All right, Pastor Chad.
I don't know. I like creativity on this. I don't know what my super would be a good name for me.
Chad GPT.
Chad GPT.
Okay. What would be your power?
I can answer everybody's question. May not be correct or
instant process.
fully informed, but I can answer your question.
But where would you fight evil? Where's the biggest ignorance? Be careful.
On teenage smartphones across the globe.
Yes.
Not bad. Not a bad answer.
Give Christ-centered answers.
Okay.
That second peanut's kicking in now. I'm just making the statement.
Okay, gentlemen.
Slow burn.
The last nut. The last nut. Here it comes. Is that a fire coming out of that? Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Now, this one's tiny, which makes me scared.
Yeah.
All right, the last nut is made up of a double shot of ghost peppers and 7-pot doula, which gives it a 1.3 and a 1.8 million Scoville units is what we're rating it at.
You ready?
All right, bottoms up.
I don't like the flavor of that.
Ooh,
It's like gas.
it tastes like pain.
That is pure like gas.
My teeth's gonna explode.
The flavor's like a garage floor or something like.
It's Agent Orange.
Where are we at in a second?
Oh, it's stuck in my molars.
Oh, you're gonna take that one home with you. Here's my question for you. That's supposed to be the last question. All right. You'll have 30 seconds to make an argument for why you think you won this challenge. Pastor Chad, you are the senior pastor. Would you like to go first or last?
Why I won this challenge?
Oh, he's going first.
Well, I have a 2-question lead, so
That's fair. That is fair.
just metrics.
That is fair.
You won the trivia. It just hurts to exhale right
And
now.
he can't talk, so
That's fair.
It hurts to breathe out so bad.
your eyes are turning red too.
Oh my gosh. I'm just here. I'm just happy to be alive, honestly. I don't want to win. I just want to survive.
Being alive is winning.
God bless you.
That one was not a good nut.
No.
Well, we're stopping there. Well, thank you for joining us all. And now let's send it back to the worship center.
Ha! Got him!
God.